Hey there, welcome back into Occupied Democrats, and this is one of the hardest breaking stories I've ever had to do personally. I'm a big fan of the Olympics, maybe you are as well. I can go back in memory to even 68 and certainly 72 that involved Mark Spitz and also the Israeli Olympic team being killed. I also can remember 1980 when we boycotted the Summer Olympics and then, of course, the Miracle on Ice in 1980. So when you discuss the Olympics and you discuss America as an image, as a country, as a global power, on the world stage of the Olympics, this breaking story is something you have got to see. You have got to watch this video. And in the vein of that, in a few moments, which I'll show you, let's understand that one of our top elected officials, Mr. Hollingsworth, recently said this about the Trump administration here.
So Donald Trump is somebody who doesn't understand service and he doesn't understand sacrifice. He's the person who said of Americans who died in combat to protect our country that they were losers and suckers.
And right in behind that, a U.S. veteran, like many veterans we've heard from, who is absolutely done with the Republican Party because of Trump. This.
Is there a common cause now in rallying against the Trump administration's cuts?
Yeah, there absolutely is. And what's happening against veterans is just a microcosm of what the rest of the country is looking at as well. There is not a single sitting Republican lawmaker that has agreed to meet with myself, the party that, claimed to stand up for veterans for so long, at least my entire lifetime. That's been the reality, right? Oh, Republicans take care of veterans, and it's so blatantly not happening now. Never again will a veteran trust a Republican that says, I'm going to be there for you after you get me elected. That's gone.
And yet another congressman standing with a reporter in Greenland, feeling this out loud on camera here.
In a NATO ally talking about a potential American invasion. And I don't know if you felt this as an American here, but most places I have been, certainly during my time in the Navy, I didn't carry a sense of shame with me. But that is the new normal in Trump's America.
I think you just picked the right word. I think it's shame. And when we're talking to people here in Greenland who've talked about us being their number one ally, their best friend, me and you talked about, what was it, the night before, they had the power outage and they thought the Americans were coming.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, the Americans are coming. And to me, it was so overwhelming to listen to that, Ken. I don't really know how to get my arms around it.
And finally, after the horror in Minnesota, just a random General John Q. citizen, man who has seen a lot in his life, brought to tears by what we have become, this.
We're being attacked by our own people, by our own federal government, by masked men. They're taking people from schools. They're taking high school kids. They're not pedophiles. They're not rapists. They're not criminals. Because I'm an American and I'm ashamed. I'm ashamed of what's going on.
So in this breaking story, yes, our Olympic athletes carrying the American flag on the stage of the world, being forced to have to say the shame out loud. Check this breaking video out as it's the first day of official competition at the Winter Olympics right here.
I feel heartbroken about what's happened in the United States when, I'm pretty sure you're referencing ICE and some of the protests and things like that. I think that as a country, we need to focus on respecting everybody's rights and making sure that we're treating our citizens as well as anybody with love and respect. And I hope that when people look at athletes compete in the Olympics, they realize that that's the America that we're trying to represent.
It brings up mixed emotions to represent the U.S. right now, I think. It's a little hard. There's obviously a lot going on that I'm not the biggest fan of, and I think a lot of people aren't. If it aligns with my moral values, I feel like I'm representing it. Just because I'm wearing the flag doesn't mean I represent everything that's going on in the U.S. So yeah, I just kind of want to do it for my friends and my family and the people that support me getting here.
I'm not sure if you can tell or not, but this is a really hard video for me. The Olympics have meant a lot to me in my life as a longtime athlete. And it is heartbreaking to watch and see what our athletes have to face because of this administration's desire to destroy this country in a way that Trump talks about how he thinks the Democrats have because of wokeism or DEI, and how he is trampling all over the Constitution on a day-to-day basis, and he certainly has put the people in place of his sycophants to accomplish exactly that. It isn't drain the swamp, It is let's put a lot of steroids in the swamp and actually make it completely nuclear and radioactive. That's what's going on, and that is why many of us feel shame. I'm on the brink of traveling to Europe. I have no idea when I open my mouth how I will be received by people in Europe, and that literally breaks my heart. You guys like and share the video and enjoy your weekend. Stay frosty.